The flight went well. I was so nervous before we took off. I had this feeling of impending tragedy. I thought that something was bound to happen. Cruel fate and all that. Nerves, I suppose. Perhaps paranoia on my part. I mean, who can blame me? The flight went well. Perfect takeoff. Smooth landing. Pretty okay passengers. All things considered. Yes, the flight went well. I mean, of course, my flight. Not his flight. My flight, the very first one. I was 8 when she told me the truth. I told Mom I wanted to be a pilot. The color drained from her face. She looked terrified. But she must have been terrified for a long time. She became exceptionally good at hiding it. I was a child, I didn't know, and in a way I thought I knew. Not the details of it. No child has such a vicious imagination, but that something was off. The name of a father unattached to anything. No explanations, no photos, and only a few stories. Only one word. Gone. I mean, I was happy, protected. Mom was careful and nervous. I can see that now. She's much better at this point. Time helps with all wounds. I doubt that it heals all wounds, but it does help. She was anxious for the flight day as well. My very first one as a pilot. She was relieved, proud, and I felt like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders, something I carried since I was 8 years old, since I learned the truth. Not just dead by his own hand, not just suicide, not a single clean death as clean as one can be. No, mass murder. I was 8 when Mom told me the truth. She told me my father's real name, told me how he died, how he killed, told me we don't know why. I tried desperately to understand, and I couldn't understand. I still cannot understand. How do you live with that? Most do not know the truth. Most of the time. I'm thankful for that. It allows me to pass by unnoticed. No stigma, no pitying looks, no fear in the eyes of strangers, as if I might also harm others just like that, just because he did. This world is full of tragedies. This one is not special. My father is not a father, but the lack of a father. Absence and nothing else. Somebody I did not meet. Somebody I cannot even imagine properly. I've tried. Yet, no memories, no influence, no voice. No voice. I don't know if I should be sad or relieved. I do not think I will ever come to terms with it. There is no way to know. You cannot make a dead man speak. They do not know why. As I do not know why. There are only hypotheses lying around, and they might all be wrong. Difficult to admit, isn't it? You see, the parallel is inescapable. Today he is a lot more present than most days. And in a way, today I am free of his ghost. Today I did what he never could do. Today I proved to myself that I may be my father's son, but I am neither him nor his. Not by default and not by definition. It is a part of the reason why I have chosen to do this job. Not the only reason. It was a childhood dream. It really was. I even dreamt of flying. And after I learned the truth for a while, it seemed impossible. I was afraid of it. I refused to get on a plane. The dreams of flying continued, but now they were nightmares. It was as if the moment I learned how vulnerable you are on a plane, how close to catastrophe, I could not unlearn it. I think it was how I learned fear. But we all learn fear one way or another. Does it really matter how? I revisited the dreams and I revisited the fear tentatively while growing up. The first time I got on a plane, I was 13. We went to see my grandparents and my mom insisted we fly over. She said no ghosts can follow us that high. She said it was time. The feeling of being in the air, suspended, but moving. And the clouds. The fucking clouds. I felt like nothing terrible could happen in the clouds, too white and fluffy. I was 13 and I was once again thinking of becoming a pilot. That is what I wanted. I was not, and I am not here to apologize or to suffer for what my father did, but my friends called it passion, and I called it fate. Why can't the dead stay dead? What it is like for her, looking at me and seeing echoes of his face, I began trying to understand once again. Desperately. Why? I researched him again. I looked at his face, stared at photographs for minutes, and I tried to see. I saw our resemblance, not very evident, but there. I did not see the face of a killer. What does a killer look like? Just like him. I did not, could not see why. Dad? Why did you leave us? Why did you die? Why did you kill? How could you? This thing you did to them? To yourself? To us? Today is not a day for sadness or for grief. Today is a day for happiness. I am free of my father. Now I truly am.